Amidst all the Rob Williams blocks, and all of those Boston threes that continue to rain down at 43% in this series, this play midway through the fourth stood out to me the most. It looks completely innocuous, and in the box score goes down as a non-shooting foul, but to me it captured the most important defensive adjustment of the entire game. Right out of the gates, the TD Garden crowd seemed to energize the Celtics, giving them some extra pep in their step. And while you're trying to figure out the last time anyone said pep in their step, I'll remind you that in Game 2, Draymond switched onto Jaylen Brown to help contain dribble penetration, and Gary Payton II returned too. But in Game 3, the Celtics were just a step quicker at the point of attack, putting their heads down and taking it all the way to the rim with success. Brown even attacked Draymond. He jab steps right to throw off Green, then goes left and finishes with some powerful strides through the lane. Draymond plays this handoff perfectly, so Brown backs it out to reset, and instead of bringing Curry into the screen, he actually tells Derek White to clear out because he wants to go at Draymond, puts his head down like a football player, and powers through good defense, and that's brilliant body control. Attacking him off the dribble like this looked like a premeditated tactic, because a few minutes earlier, he again wanted to isolate Draymond 35 feet away, and this time he crosses left, and there's help, so it's a nice quick pass to the Dominican Dirk Nowitzki. The man shoots 42% from three in the playoffs. This quick, early passing was on display on Boston's first possession. They know Curry is going to temporarily be on Tatum while Wiggins recovers, so JT immediately moves it to Smart. Clay helps over, and a lovely extra pass sets up an open Brown three. These early passes are a counterattack to Golden State's help defense. Curry is sitting in Brown's driving gap, so he whips it to White for a wide open three. As we discussed earlier in the year, the Warriors like to shrink the floor and overload toward the ball side of the court. On this play, Draymond's creeping over into the lane, so as Tatum drives, he changes sides a dribble early, and that's whiplash for the Warriors' defense. Here's another version of the same concept, with Green sliding over to help on the pick and roll, so Jason whips it to the other side. White can attack the closeout, but two defenders are hypnotized by the pass, so Grant Williams is uncovered, and he gets really deep for a good look. Tatum's passing was on point all night, coming off this curl and flipping it to an open Marcus Smart to put Boston back in front for good. Here, Tatum's on the move again, coming off a screen, but Draymond goes for the steal and whiffs, so Tatum threads it through the seam and the Time Lord dunketh. This time JT's on the ball because they want to switch onto Curry, and when they get the switch, he backs it out to attack, gives Steph a little forearm to get by, and then snaps off some more playmaking hot sauce. And on this one, Klay Thompson or Green need to help, but Tatum was too good. His size also lets him pass over the top, feathering in this lob to Smart. And note how empty the lane is because of Boston's spacing, especially in small ball lineups like this. That spacing also helped make their penetration more successful in this game. This is basically pure 5-out offense from the Celtics. Smart attacks Wiggins' hesitation, and there's no one nearby to help him. Compare that to Game 2, where there were a ton of cutters on drives like this, which brings an extra help defender and can clog up the lane. So in Game 3, instead of cutting through, someone like Derek White just ran dummy screening action, so Smart could attack a slower defender into open space. That space also made it easier for Tatum to finish. Again, this is 5-out, pulling Kevon Looney's shot blocking out of the lane, so Jason can use his size to finish over the smaller Curry. Tatum was aggressive off the dribble all night, and his finishing around the rim was particularly impressive, even in traffic. Compare that to Game 1, where he was often looking to foul hunt instead of exploding with conviction and using his size. Here's another play with Rob Williams in the game, so there's a help defender waiting at the rim, but Tatum gets it to his right hand, and that's an incredible scoop layup. This rim finishing was huge in the fourth quarter, again looking for a switch onto Curry and then immediately attacking with the intention of scoring at the basket, and that's another spectacular finish, and you can see how he's bracing to score instead of flailing to draw a foul. The Celtics hunted Curry in games 1 and 2, and this one was no different, with JT attacking off the switch. That collapses the defense, it's another extra pass, and then Al Horford ends up attacking off the closeout. Smart even took Curry into the post once, and this isn't just about attacking Golden State weaknesses, it's about wearing Curry down so he isn't as effective as the series progresses. Draymond shows a late double here to force a pass, and the Warriors defense will live with that shot all day. The Warriors busted out a counter that might be big moving forward, where they send a late blitz so Curry can peel off, and this is a beautiful rotation where everyone slides up a man and Boston can't create an advantage. The Celtics had some successes with this blitz to switch idea in the fourth, so we might see more of this going forward, although they never fully recover here, and Draymond actually plays the lob perfectly, but Rob is just too big down there. Williams was a factor on the other end too, finishing with 4 big block shots in 26 minutes, and his rim protection can act as a backstop when the Warriors' movement starts straining Boston's defense. Payton sneaks backdoor here, but Rob materializes to erase it. And this one was my favorite, with Curry throwing some sort of Jokic outlet, but Rob tracks it down and blocks Draymond from behind. And that brings us full circle back to how the Celtics defended Green in this game. Smart almost ignored him at times, he roamed so far off him to help on Curry. And this is a big deal because it limits some of Curry's playmaking since the defense is never put into rotation. Smart slides way over off Draymond in the corner, so the pick and roll is contained, and Marcus only recovers here to help out on Clay's jumper. Compare that to Game 2, where Smart is much later to arrive on the Curry pick and roll, and it's a big win for Golden State. Look at how extreme this one is from Game 3, with Smart sliding to the middle of the floor for the pick and roll. Then he just waits there because defensive 3 seconds hasn't been called throughout the playoffs, so he can wall off the Wiggins drive and induce another 3-pointer. This affects off-ball actions too. Clay comes off the curl for a 2-on-1 here, but Smart cheats over to kill the entire play, and he doesn't even really have to recover to Draymond. That's why this fourth quarter play jumped out to me. Rob roams off Green to take away a Wiggins rim attempt, then Brown's trying to figure out where Draymond's going to pass it because he isn't looking to attack in these spots, and that has to be an adjustment for Green. If the Celtics are going to give him the Andre Roberson treatment, Draymond needs to find a way to attack the basket or cut to occupy defenders. On this one, Smart's way over to help Horford on Curry, and Dre's cut at least momentarily occupies the defense, but he's capable of more in these spots, either looking to attack off the dribble with a floater in the paint, or going to the fake handoff move in spots where his defender is closing out to a shooter. Either way, Draymond's offensive passivity plays into the Celtics' hands, and it helps slow down the Warriors' offense for the first time in this series, despite some brilliant shooting from Steph Curry and a bounce-back game from Klay Thompson. The Celtics finish with a defensive rating of 108, and their size helped dominate the smaller Warriors on the offensive glass, giving them a 123 offensive rating in this game, despite actually having a lower true shooting percentage than Golden State. So, thanks to some fantastic adjustments by Ime Udoka and big games from their entire starting 5, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and the Boston Celtics are just 2 games away from the NBA championship. If you want to work in basketball, I have the place for you. It's Sports Business Classroom's immersive program inside Summer League in Las Vegas. Past instructors in this program have included Commissioner Adam Silver, Mike D'Antoni, and tons of other industry leaders in the NBA and in media. Sign up using the code GREATDAY for $300 off. There's more information in the description box below if you are interested. For additional content and to directly support this channel, check out patreon.com/thinkingbasketball. Thanks as always for all of your support, and wherever you're enjoying the finals from, I hope that you are having a great day.